Happy Friday. Today is Friday, April 19th, and this is episode 25 of Fearless Fridays. And as always, I thank you for watching, whether you're watching on Facebook or IGTV or YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. If this is your first time, welcome to the show. And if this is a return visit for you, if you have seen more than one episode, thank you so much for watching again. I always hope that something that I share helps or blesses or encourages you or inspires you or maybe even challenges you. Challenge is good sometimes. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. So something happened earlier this week in pop culture, sports news, and it really inspired me. And I wanted to share and talk about how it inspired me. And what that thing was is that Tiger Woods won the Masters after so many years. I think it's like 14 years of not winning, and just kind of having his life turned upside down and being in upheaval and being in drama and trouble and issues and all kinds of things. He came back and won the Masters. And I was watching a video earlier this week, and it was a video of him watching other people talk about him. And these were sportscasters and newscasters, and all kinds of people were weighing in. And people were saying, oh, he's washed up. He should give up. He should never play the sport again. We've seen his best days. He should just go ahead and retire. We'll never see him play as well as he once did. And he was watching these people say these things about him. And what struck me about that was the fact that these were people who probably at some point had, lauded him. These are people who had probably at some point been singing his praises, talking about how great he was, talking about maybe how he was the best to ever play the game, saying that he was probably the person to beat. These are people who at one point probably just sang his praises. We all did. We all saw his rise to the top of golf, and we saw his success. And then we also saw his downfall and his fall from grace, if you will. And it really inspired me because he's sitting here watching all these clips of people talking about how his best days are behind him and how he should never play the game again. And at the end, he kind of just looks up and he kind of just has like a knowing kind of look, a knowing smirk or a knowing grin on his face. And it was so inspiring because it made me think about all the times in our lives where we fall from grace, where we have drama happen in our lives. Maybe we do something wrong or things just start, not going well. And we compare that low point of our lives to a time in our lives where we were on top of our game, where everything was going well for us, where maybe we were the one to beat. Maybe we were the one who was the example for other people in our field, other people in our industry, other people in our community, other people in our family. And it just made me really know that you can't ever give up on yourself. Even when other people give up on you, even when other people who may have been on your side, who may have been your fans at one time, even when those people say, oh, she's done, he's done, it's over. You'll never be as good as you once were. You'll never rise back to the top. You've had so many things happen in your life. You've had so much drama happen in your life. You've done so many things wrong, and you'll never be back on top again. Even when people are saying things like that about us, even when other people have given up on us, we cannot give up on ourselves. And I think this is an excellent example of a person who did not give up on himself. I don't watch golf. It's not my sport of choice. I don't follow it. So I don't know all the ins and outs. But what I do know is that we saw Tiger Woods rise to fame, rise to the top of the golf game. And then we saw his subsequent downfall. We saw his demise. We saw so many things just go wrong in his life, and so many things happen to him, and so many things happen that were his fault, and things happened that maybe weren't his fault. But we just saw his rise and his fall. And in the midst of all of that, for him to come back and win the Masters again, he had to have been believing in himself. Even when other people were saying he'll never play again, he's washed up, his best days are over, he was still believing in himself. He did not give up on himself. And he rose again. And he's playing again. And he won again. And that just goes to show you, it shows me anyway, that when you have a passion, when you have a purpose, when you have a vision, and you know exactly what it is, and you know where you want to be, you know what your finish line looks like, it doesn't matter what anybody else says. It doesn't matter if everybody gives up on you. It doesn't matter if the people who were saying the most amazing things about you at one time are now saying the exact opposite about you. It doesn't matter. As long as you don't give up on yourself, as long as you stay the course, as long as you stay on your path, stay on the path of purpose that you believe you were meant to be on, you will get there. You'll get there. But if you listen to the naysayers, if you listen to people who are talking about you, if you listen to people who are hating on you, if you listen to people who have nothing positive to say about you, you won't get there. You won't win. You'll die. You'll drown. Don't let yourself drown in other people's negativity. Don't let yourself drown in other people's opinions. Don't give up on yourself. This whole situation has really spoken to me and really encouraged me. Don't give up on yourself. Even if you have to take a break, even if you have to fall back, even if you have to revisualize, even if you have to go back to the drawing board and figure out how to get to the final destination and maybe take a different route, maybe work in silence, maybe work for a long time, even if you have to do all of those things, you cannot give up on yourself. So that's what I want to encourage you with this week. That is what I have been thinking about. It's one of the things that I've been thinking about all week. And I just wanted to encourage you with that this week. Don't give up on yourself, even when others do. Don't count yourself out. As always, I like to say fear is stupid. Get out in the world. Live, love, go, do, be. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing and liking. And have a happy Friday, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.